I'm Matt McClure.
And I'm JC Gossett. And we are so excited to have relationship expert Siggy Flicker back as our special guest co-host.
And we're going to have a lot of fun.
Hey, coming up today in The Juice, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West tie the knot. And we're revealing what you have not heard about their headline-making nuptials.
Then, conscious recoupling. Are Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin making music together again? We'll tell you what they just did that has everyone talking.
Housewives drama. Has Real Housewives of New York City star Aviva Drescher been kicked off the hit reality show? Well, you're about to find out because she's here, breaking her silence and setting the rumors straight once and for all.
Teacher fired. An elementary school teacher gets the boot after asking her fourth graders for dating advice. Did she go too far?
I don't know about her, but if you're looking for love, fear not. I'm answering your biggest relationship questions, both in and out of the bedroom, and nothing is off limits.
Plus, are you ready to send your love handles on a one-way vacation? Well, fitness expert Molly Shattuck is sharing her #1 secret to help you peel away the pounds and slip into your skinny jeans.
And that's not all. Which sex cheats more? We've got the surprising answer.
It all starts right now.
Places, please. In 10 seconds. Camera, stand by. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We are live.
Chivalry is not dead.
It is not
here. It's not dead.
Not on our show.
Not when I'm around. My gosh. Hello there. Hey, happy Tuesday to you, everybody. I'm Matt McClure.
And I'm JC Gossett, and we are so excited to have relationship expert Siggy Flicker is here as our special guest co-host. I am so excited for this.
Yes, and by the way, I did not make up that name. That's actually my name.
I was asking her that before. I'm like, is that short for something? Did you make it up? She said, why? If I could have chosen any name, why would I choose
Siggy Flicker?
Siggy Flicker.
Would I give myself this name?
Never.
Well, it seems like our audience, by the way, has had a very nice long Memorial Day weekend
Yes.
here.
You look rested.
They're rested, they're
relaxed,
refreshed.
you have some color.
Got out in the sun a little bit. So, Siggy, what did you do over the Memorial Day weekend?
I actually went to Florida with my blended family.
Now tell us what blended means.
Well, blended is that I have stepchildren.
Okay.
And I have 2 of my own children. And we come together.
Very nice.
And I also travel with my ex-husband and the woman that I matched him with.
Wow.
And she's now pregnant. This person's looking at me in the audience like, is she for real?
You're the original Demi Moore.
Yeah, well, I don't know about Demi. I don't know about Demi Moore, but I wanted to see my ex-husband happy, and he found the love of his life, and she's now pregnant with a baby boy.
Very nice.
Working out for everybody involved.
Well, I'm glad that you had a great weekend.
Yeah,
We're happy that you're here, and we have a great show today. Real Housewives of New York star Aviva Drescher is here. She's addressing the rumors that she's being kicked off the show.
A lot of drama there, Housewives drama to talk about. And
That's
former NFL cheerleader Molly Shattuck is here. She's showing you the latest easy moves that are going to have you dropping the dress size in no time.
Yes.
First, though, let's get to the juice here. And we're starting out with a story today that I think everybody has really been talking about over the last couple of days here. Kim Kardashian, Kanye West tying the knot over the weekend. Yes,
here's
a photo here of the couple from their rehearsal dinner at the Palace of Versailles. I don't know, where'd you have your rehearsal dinner? The Palace of Versailles. Who says this? Like, this is crazy.
It was expected.
It was a small, intimate affair, obviously. Rehearsal dinner was actually in France on Friday night, and then they flew all of their guests to Florence for their actual wedding ceremony on Saturday.
How does that happen is what I don't know. It's like instead of taxis, you have jets on the runway, and people are just lining up like a taxi service getting flown.
They had to do it this way.
So you're saying like a little small country wedding in the backyard wasn't going to happen?
Would have not worked.
With these two. Well, this morning, E! News actually released the first photos from the actual ceremony. Here's a picture of Kim and Kanye's kiss.
Wow, look at
and
that.
then, which is it's just beautiful. Here's a picture of them walking down the aisle.
Her dress is stunning. I mean, I have to say, she looks amazing. She looks beautiful.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of the dress, we've got another separate photo of the dress as well.
Look at that train.
Wow. Third time's a charm.
It's beautiful.
Third time's a charm. That's the prettiest dress she's worn.
Okay, so you're saying this is good. This is good.
Well,
a good
I have
element.
a reason to say why it's good. I believe that a man should always love a woman a little bit more. Old school, that's the way that my mother taught me.
I love you right now,
And I love
Siggy.
it because I predicted this when Kanye and Kim met. I predicted this a year and a half ago when I said Kanye West has always been in love with Kim Kardashian. This is the love of his life. That's why this relationship is going to go the distance. He loved her so much. It wasn't that Kim wanted this extra. She always goes over the top.
Right.
But this was all Kanye. And why not? Good for them. Positive energy. More power to them.
I think that's, and I was going to ask you, like, if you had any, is there any sort of statistic around, like, an opulent wedding like this? I mean, we're saying it's like $10 million for the weekend, right? For this wedding weekend. Is that a good sign? Does it make a difference of a wedding, of a marriage that lasts by how much money you spend on it? Is it a bad sign?
I believe that people are always going to throw statistics. Here's what I see here. A man that worshiped this woman and loves her. And she was finally sick of kissing all these frogs that didn't work out. She found her match with Kanye. And I don't even care if they spend, listen, when you have 200 million, 10 million is like $10 to you, to me. Somebody asks me for $10 and I have 30, I'd say, okay, here's 10. What does the price really matter?
What is love?
God bless them.
If you're in love, that's all that matters, right?
God bless them.
So let's switch gears. Talking about love here, right? From celebrity bliss to celebrity splits. So conscious uncouplers Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin were spotted having lunch together recently before the holiday weekend. So the couple they've made a point of still spending time together to help their kids deal with the divorce. So, and I love that Chris Martin is saying this. In a recent interview, he's saying that up to a certain point in my life, I wasn't completely vulnerable, and it caused problems. If you don't let love really in, then you cannot give it back. And this, to me, sounds like a man that's doing some self-work. He's recognized what didn't go right in the relationship, and as the expert, Siggy, like, can you, will that fail? Will the relationship fail if you are not vulnerable and able to let love?
There are no guarantees that a relationship will work. There's nobody, there's no voodoo witch that can say it's going to work or it's going to not work.
Secret magic formula.
The fact that he's coming and he's a man and he realizes what went wrong in the relationship is one thing. I applaud him. The fact that they're doing this, because I myself did it. When my ex-husband Mark and I divorced, he said I should have done this, and I said I should have too, but we grew apart. But we make a conscious effort now for Sophie and Joshua, my children, to show them the divorce was not because of you. We grew apart. Mommy and Daddy still love each other. We weren't meant to be married, but the fact that Gwyneth and Chris are making a conscious effort to still be together, it's going to do positive, amazing things for their kids.
And I saw that too. I mean, and I saw you. I mean, blending the families together.
But I have to say one thing. When two people get divorced and they don't have kids, it's like, bye-bye.
So you're saying you don't need to spend time together in that respect?
No, then it's unhealthy. Don't let the door hit your tushy on the way out.
Move on, right?
There are children involved. So many kids grow up and say, was it because of me, Mommy? Why? And I'm like, it doesn't matter. We grew apart.
And people think it's weird, though. You always, I think people get criticized all the time. Like, you know what? You're divorced. You shouldn't be spending time together. But you're saying put the kids first, spend time together, learn how to be friends.
Here's what's creepy. You never really get divorced. When you have children, you still have PTA meetings, you still have holidays. Thanksgiving comes around and Christmas comes around.
You're never totally out of each other's lives.
You're exchanging kids every other weekend. So why not make it nice?
Totally.
Why make it? It didn't work with you, but guess what? For the sake of the children, we're going to make it work.
I like it.
For the sake of the children, I want to talk about this next story because this is something that actually has a lot of parents fired up. According to a report obtained by several media outlets who filed a Freedom of Information request here, the New York City Public School District terminated a substitute teacher. Her name is Cassandra Fearing, after it was discovered that she asked her 4th grade students for dating advice.
This is just too much.
It's like something out of a sappy, like, romantic comedy here.
Gone wrong. Turned into a horror movie.
Cassandra was actually dating 2 men at the time. And one man was in his late 30s, and the other one was a mechanic that just wouldn't return her calls at all. So she asked her students who they thought was a better choice. She also allegedly asked them to toilet paper the 20-something-year-old mechanic's house. because he wasn't calling her back.
It just gets worse.
And then she said, here's her explanation though. She said, oh, you know, I was just joking around with the kids, and she plans to actually appeal. The thing though, too, is she said that she was just sort of thrown into this class without any sort of lesson plans to go on.
She was a substitute
and
teacher.
She said she ran out of things to talk about.
She was like, hey, let's just shoot the breeze now, you know, with a bunch of
excuses.
Little
Shame
people.
on you, Cassandra. Shame on you. First of all, a woman, and a lot of people are going to throw things at me. Women should always date older. You have no right being in your 40s dating somebody in his young 30s. That's your immaturity level. And the fact that you're a role model and you're talking to fourth graders
about your dating advice, yes.
Please, you can appeal it 100 times. You're going to lose.
Yeah.
I'm 100% against what you did.
Well, I think she did lose because she's now not dating anybody, right? I don't know.
Exactly.
Whatever happened, it didn't work out at all.
And there has been no comment from the school district. We should say that as well. We're going to take a quick time out here. Do not go away, though, because coming up, Real Housewives of New York City star Aviva Drescher is here. Yeah. She's addressing the rumors that she's been kicked off the show. But first, which sex cheats more, men or women? The surprising answer next in today's News in 90. Stay with us. Lots more to come. I'll tell you what, if I want advice on anything, I'm not going to take people for it, you know? Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm JC Gossett here with our special guest co-host, relationship expert, Siggy Flicker. And in just a bit, Siggy's going to answer your biggest dating and relationship questions. But first, here's Matt with a look at the latest stories making headlines in today's News in 90. What's happening in the world, Matt?
Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you in on it right now. Thank you, Ms. Gossett. Well, you know, there may soon actually be some good news in the fight against malaria. In a study of 1,000 children from Tanzania, researchers found that about 6% of the kids were naturally producing special antibodies able to fight malaria. And when researchers injected those antibodies into mice, they became immune to the disease. Experts now plan on testing the potential new vaccine on humans and hope it will eliminate the over 600,000 deaths we experience from malaria worldwide each year. Well, where are Americans the most stressed? This answer may surprise you, actually. According to a new study from Penn State University, Americans feel more stressed at home than they do at work. Researchers found levels of the stress hormone cortisol much higher when test subjects were dealing with the pressures of home life. Experts suspect that the routine of work responsibilities may make them less stressful than the unpredictability of responsibilities at home. Well, finally today, new research shedding light on why women may be less likely to cheat on their significant others than men. According to a new study, when a woman is in a relationship, she subconsciously focuses on the negative qualities in men that she'd normally be interested in if she were single. The researchers now plan to do a similar study of men, but they suspect that this subconscious weeding out technique may be an evolutionary trait unique to women. That is today's News in 90. So what do you guys think about this? As we're back with, of course, JC Gossett and Siggy Flicker, our special guest co-host for the day.
But didn't we always know that men were the cheaters?
Yeah, men.
Is that shocking?
Yeah,
no,
I don't think that part of it is shocking. I think maybe the reason, I think it's very interesting, at least, the reason why, that there's sort of this weeding out thing that women tend to, like if you're in a relationship and you're a woman, you're more likely to look at a man who you might otherwise be interested in and say, oh, yeah, you know, I like him, but his job's going nowhere.
Right. I'm doing it right now with you, actually. I'm just thinking of all the reasons why I can't date you. But it's so it's subconscious.
Yeah, because
why do we do that?
Because we're incredible creatures. And but when I say this, I mean men are very, very, very simple. I mean thank God for men. I mean, they want three things basically. They're visual people. They want a good meal, a woman who doesn't nag, and they want to have sex. I mean, it's very simple. We as women, we produce. That's why God chose us to have a uterus and produce a child. But what happens behind the scenes is that we are in our heads and we multitask and we are constantly thinking and rethinking. We're just these brilliant creatures that we need to step away and just like stop don't go into my head. Don't go into my head. I don't want to think about it.
So you think in a way we're just looking for, we're very loyal in that way?
Very loyal.
That instead of looking at the man and thinking like, oh, he could be possibly better than my boyfriend, we're convincing ourselves that we made the right choice.
Right. We're caretakers. We want to take care.
Yes.
All we want is a man to love, to be loved, to be accepted, and we'll do the rest. Yeah. We just want to hush, little baby. We just want to take care of everybody.
It's
fascinating.
Yeah, it's an instinct.
All right, well, it is Tuesday, and that means that it's time for another edition of What Were They Thinking? I'll just say it that way. What were they thinking?
What were they thinking?
I think you guys are going to love this week's photo. Take a look at this. It's actually a giant leatherback turtle. Look at that. Look how huge this thing is. It swam up on shore at a wedding right when the pastor said, "Speak now or forever hold your peace." Talk about timing. The turtle climbed on shore, laid its eggs, buried them in the sand there before swimming back out to sea, which at that point the wedding just went on. I think though that I think it's a good omen.
I do too.
For me, for this one, because it's like, at least it wasn't like, a beach whale or something that washed up on shore.
And at least it wasn't a dead animal.
Right.
Like
It wasn't a dead carcass.
It's beautiful. It's a huge, beautiful turtle, and it's laying its eggs.
Fertility, abundance, all of that.
Good luck.
Yes.
I do. I love you. Let's finish with the ceremony.
I think it's a great blessing. It was a big sign,
I do too. Yes, a nice sign.
Well, we want to know, what were they thinking? So we want to know what you were thinking. So head to our Facebook page, tweet using the hashtag what were they thinking, and send us your funniest caption. We're going to reveal our favorite one later on in the show. I have a few going through my head right now.
These are always fun.
They're fun. I love this part.
I love Tuesdays here at the show. Well, we got to take a quick break here, but when we come back, Real Housewives of New York's Aviva Drescher is here. She is revealing the truth behind rumors. She's leaving the show. And what you can expect from tonight's explosive episode. That is coming up next. Stick around. Well, hello there. Welcome back. Okay, you got to get your pom-poms dusted off in just a little bit, because later on, former NFL cheerleader Molly Shattuck is going to join us. She's going to help JC and Siggy, not me. Because I don't know, the pom-pom thing I don't know about. But she's going to whip them into shape and drop a dress size here. It's going to be so much fun. Join us in just a bit for that. Our next guest, though, is a mother of 4. She's an author, she's a philanthropist, and a feisty reality TV star who is never afraid to tell it like it is. You know her from Bravo's hit reality show, The Real Housewives of New York City. Take a look.
How did you both meet? He actually came to my salon.
How long have you and George been an item?
About 2.5 years.
I normally don't meet my father's girlfriends because there are so many. So it's not unusual that I haven't met her yet.
My girl's flying in from Atlanta. I would love you to meet her. She's in her early 20s.
I don't need to meet the fleeting one-night, 2-night, 3-night stands, Dad. I'd just rather meet the one that you end up with.
Now, please welcome Aviva Drescher. Okay, so I got to ask you about this right off the bat here. Your dad dating like a 25-year-old?
Right.
How do you feel about that?
Well, it's not my first choice. But, you know, he's happy and they're in love. They're just coming back from Europe tonight. And she's a consenting adult. And, my kids love her. And you know what? My cousin Fran Drescher says, love is love.
It's absolutely right.
Love is love.
Right.
Age just a number.
Age is just a number. And if he's happy, everybody else should be happy for him.
And she's lovely. You'll see. She's lovely.
Yeah. But I want to know, what your father has, 3 must-haves when dating a woman. What do you think those 3 are?
Ooh, I would say young. And young.
I love it.
Well, and in the end, like you said, as long as he's happy, because that's really all that matters. Now, we've got to get to this, though. I know fans of the show, fans of Real Housewives of New York City, are wondering this. Rumors are spreading that you're actually kind of slowly leaving the show. They took you out of the open for the show, even. Are there any truth to these rumors?
You know, no one knows about the next year until after the reunion. It's kind of like Survivor, as well as Reality Housewives. And no, I couldn't go to the Berkshires because I had to visit 2 of my children in sleepaway camp, and my children come first.
Yay!
And so I wasn't in that filming weekend, for 2-3 days. And why they pulled me out of the credits, maybe they're just slapping me on the wrist or something. I don't know.
They're a little bit mad at you, but
a little bit, maybe.
They can never get rid of you.
And if they did get rid of me, maybe they'd put me out of my misery.
Well, you have it made already. Beautiful husband, beautiful children, blended family. I'm a fan of yours. So
thank you.
If they're smart, you're staying for good.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's so sweet.
And speaking of all of your success, you have a memoir, of course, now called Leggy Blonde, which is a wonderful, wonderful title, especially given your situation, because you actually write in the book about the experience of, as I believe you were like 6 years old, losing a leg in a conveyor belt.
Yes, yes.
What kind of an impact did that have on your life, and why did you think it was important to share that particular experience with the world?
Well, I felt it was important to share my experience because I'm very well adapted to it at this point, and I wanted to give people hope. Not only those who are missing limbs, but anybody with a physical or emotional challenge. I wanted to offer hope to people on a grand scale. And I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I think we all have. We learn from them. They make us stronger. And I also wanted to hopefully help people avoid some of the same mistakes that I've made in my life through the book. So I think it offers that. And, the impact of losing my leg at 6 years old was tremendous, in both positive and negative ways. Right. These tragic events have silver linings.
Totally. I can only imagine all that you have been through and the strength that has, I think, brought out in you. It's evident, and that's. I just think you've got an amazing story, and it's great to see that you're sharing that. And we also, and there's sort of someone with kind of a similar story who was making headlines here recently as a finalist on Dancing with the Stars, Amy Purdy, who's a Paralympian, of course, and she made it all the way, as I said, to the finals. She was in the top 3. I think she was just amazing on the show. What were your thoughts about her and her performance?
Well, I think she's incredible, and I was so proud that she was there as a double amputee doing this. I mean, I had tingles on my arms. By the same token, I was thinking to myself, you know what? It's kind of normal because amputees can do everything that 2-legged people can do. So on one hand, I was so happy and proud of her and elated, but on the other hand, I was like, you know what? No big deal. Anyone, we can do it.
Life goes on. And having said that, you have one of the most beautiful bodies.
Oh, thank you.
And you recently bared she recently bared her body in a bikini. And when I say stunning, I mean,
thank you.
How do you stay in shape? My God.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much. I'm really a bit of a health fanatic. I eat very healthy food, and I exercise moderately, and I'm always picking up my kids, and that's about it. That's about it. It's just a lot of. I'm very careful. I'm also careful what I don't eat. I don't eat sugar or dairy and, red meat and things like that.
You gotta do it,
But thank you for the compliment. We don't really see ourselves that way.
Right. And not only that, she found love a second time around at Bed Bath & Beyond. I love this woman.
Thank you. Yes, it's true. Our kids were playing together, and we met, and that was it.
Down the aisles. I love your story. It's very similar to mine, but the fact that you, to me, are a survivor.
Oh, thank you.
You were faced with a challenge. You put it to the side, and you move forward. That's all I say.
That's exactly it. Just moving forward, and not dwelling.
Well, and speaking of moving forward, I know that now you have come out with something called Tranquil Day. It's a health formula. We've actually got a nice
this
canister of it here.
Yeah,
and it's actually in these smoothies that we have here on the desk, which I'm all about. So tell us a little bit about the product and kind of what the benefits of it are.
So I used to be a real nervous Nelly, and if you watch the show, you know that. And it really, in all seriousness, it was a sort of a post-traumatic stress disorder situation, caused by a childhood accident. And in combination with, exercise and eating well and meditation, I developed this product. It's called Tranquil Day, and it has calcium, magnesium, potassium, and vitamin D in it. And it really chills you out in a natural, healthy way. So you get, and it helps you sleep. So you get everything. I know.
I'm excited because my husband with my ADD is loving you right now because this is delicious.
It's great.
It's
you can put it
wonderful.
in anything, and it's also very, very healthy for you.
Wow.
The vitamin D prevents illness, and Americans are all known to be deficient in magnesium, and it has tons of it in it. And it really calms you down. So if you're taking medication, which makes you sleepy and has side effects for anxiety, this is something that can replace that.
I love it.
And especially if you're pregnant and you can't take the medication, you can take this. So it's great.
I love it, and this is something that I need in my life right now, I know. And we don't want our audience to be left out as well, because we have some of these nice smoothies with the Tranquil Day for you to taste as well. So come on out, everybody. Let's get a nice little taste of it here.
Delicious.
We're also going to send our audience home with some of the Tranquil Day as well. So you're going to get some to take home with you, and you're also getting a copy of Aviva's memoir, Leggy Blonde, which is available online and in bookstores right now as well. So yeah, see, the audience is all about it. Thank you so much, Aviva Drescher, for being here.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful for me to meet you and hear more about your story. It's amazing.
Thank you. Nice to meet you both. Thanks for having me.
All right, remember to tune in as well, 9 p.m. on Tuesdays on Bravo to catch her on The Real Housewives of New York City as well. Hopefully, you know, more and more often in the future as well. Coming up next, should women ever make the first move? Well, Siggy's here, so we're going to ask the expert coming up next. She's got the answer to that question and many more. She's solving your toughest love problems next. Stay with us.
Special guest co-host, relationship expert, and matchmaker, Siggy Flicker. Now, we have a lot of viewers out there who need advice on their love life, myself included. And so it's time for a special edition of Ask the Relationship Expert. I'm so excited about this.
We got the expert right here.
Here she is.
Siggy, first of all, in this month's Marie Claire, you talk about the 10 commandments of being single. Now, tell me about that.
It's about Moses parting the sea. There are rules to dating. You know, when you go for a job interview, do you walk in chewing gum and with sweatpants? People are like, oh, I'm so sick of the single scene. There's nobody out there. Baloney. There are people right there. My first rule is look up. If you go on the streets right now, how many people are looking down at their phones? Everybody's texting. They're tweeting. They're iPodding. I don't even know. I still say Walkman. That's how old I am. But everybody's looking. It's about looking up. There's a whole world out there. You could. It only takes eye contact and a little bit of smile for somebody to say, oh my God, I love your dress, or I love your hair, or you could say to somebody, I love your tie. What's gonna happen?
Right. Yeah.
It could start a conversation, and from that, you could be walking down the aisle 8 months later. You never know. So my first rule is look up. Everyone's always looking down.
I absolutely love it. Yeah, there's such a world out there that's just, a couple inches above where you're looking right now.
Above your smartphone.
It's crazy, yeah, totally. Yeah.
So, Siggy, right now we're going to move to a viewer question coming in from our Facebook page. And this is Lacey, and Lacey's writing in, hi, Siggy. I'm 29, single, and about to hit the big 3-0. I'm old school in believing that a guy should be making the first move on me. Now, I don't want to believe that chivalry is dead, but I also don't want to be single forever. Help, please help me. Siggy, do we have any advice for Lacey here on how to handle this?
Absolutely. First of all, Lacey, congratulations on being 30.
Yay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And today, men are just as intimidated to approach women. Do you understand? Today, we're no longer in the kitchen. We're beasts. We're roaring. We're out in the real world.
It.
So there's nothing wrong.
Goddesses.
I believe in being old-fashioned. A man should make the first move. But, however, there's nothing wrong with complimenting somebody. You're not sleeping with him. You're not giving him your phone number. All you're saying is, wow, I love your tie, or I like what you're wearing, or those jeans, whatever it is. All men want is the shot to say, wow, you are approachable. And let them come to you and say, oh my God, thank you so much. And where do you work? Where do you work? Oh my God, were you just in Japan? So was I. It starts a conversation, and that can lead to going on a first date.
So opening yourself up, really. So
Absolutely.
the man could make the first move, but you have to take the first move by opening yourself up to know that you're, And
that starts with a smile or a compliment.
I love that. Lacey, great advice.
Well, up next, we have a question coming in via Skype. It is Susan in New York City. Hello, Susan. Are you there?
Hi, I am. How are you guys?
Hello. Good. We're doing great. What is your question for Siggy Flicker today?
So I am currently engaged to a man that I love. I'm so happy, but he keeps bringing something up and starts fights over it. He wants me to get rid of all of the photos that I have saved from my past relationships. I mean, I'm talking about pictures from my high school sweetheart, a guy I dated for years throughout college. To me, these are memories, and I want to keep them, and they mean a lot to me, but am I starting the wrong fight? Should I get rid of them? I don't know what to do. It's really bothering him.
Okay. Well, first of all, congratulations on your engagement.
Yes.
Congratulations, Susan.
I don't think you're going to like what I'm saying, but I speak from my heart, and I think that you should be getting rid of the pictures. And here's why. You are lucky that you are one of the few. So many people want to find love. You found a man that loves you. You're going to spend the rest of your life with him. Memories of your high school friends or a few boys, but having too many pictures around of your ex-boyfriends who never stepped up to the plate, you're not marrying them, you are in this relationship, show him the courtesy and respect and say, baby, they don't mean anything to me. Keep them at your mother's house, keep them in your grandmother's basement, but don't have them around your house because it leads to insecurities. You want to start out on a positive note and make him feel loved and secure in your relationship.
Right.
Great advice.
Susan, thank you so much. Appreciate the question.
Susan.
Have a great one. Get rid of those pictures.
Best of luck to you. So we're going to move to our next question, and this is from a member of our very own audience. Dawn, is there a Dawn out there? Hello,
Is there a Dawn in the house?
Hi.
What's your question for Siggy?
I have a 10-year-old daughter, and I was just wondering what the appropriate age would be to start dating.
Right, Dawn, I have an 11-year-old. And she's dating. And the other day, she's in the shower, Dawn, she said, my boyfriend just broke up with me, and I know what you're going to say, Mom. A man's rejection is God's protection. All they're doing is texting at this point. All they're doing is texting. So you don't want her to hide things from you, because I say to my daughter, Sophie, I want to see your phone. I have an app where I can actually monitor her texts and see what she's doing. But as long as it's just texting and not going right now they're going with a crowd of, they go into town for pizza on Fridays. As long as you are involved and you know what's going on, that she can reach out to you, it's all innocent at this time. But let her know, nobody's ever going to be good enough for your daughter, but let her know never to feel pressured or rushed to do anything that she doesn't want to do.
And I think that's the important part, right? As opposed to the number of the age. Like you're saying your daughter's 11 and her daughter's 10.
People are starting today they're starting at 11 because of social network. It's the texting, it's the eye-chatting, and now they're vining. I don't even understand what they're doing.
It's that looking down at those devices.
It's that looking down. She's like, oh my God, he just asked me out. I'm like, do you even know his last name? No, you don't even know his last name. I mean, it's like, it's crazy.
A lot of great advice there, Siggy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
We have to take a quick break, but do not go away. Coming up next, we're showing you a hot new workout that'll leave you cheering as your love handles melt away. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Time. And here to help Siggy and me is the woman who holds the record for being the oldest NFL cheerleader, fitness expert, Molly Shutters! Yay! And Molly's going to show us and you the new cheerleading workout that can help us all drop a dress size. Now, ladies, who doesn't want that? Welcome. So happy to have you here. You look fantastic.
Thank you. Molly, I have to know. How did you manage to become an NFL cheerleader, being 38 years old with three kids? Three kids!
Well, it was a dream of mine since I was like 12 years old. And when I was 18, I was hiking the Grand Canyon with my mom. And I wrote down 10 things I wanted to do in life. And on it was to become an NFL cheerleader. So when I moved to Baltimore, there was no team. Right. Eventually, they added cheerleaders. But I was pregnant with my first child. The next year I was nursing, the next year pregnant, the next year nursing, the next year pregnant, nursing. 50 pounds with each child. And so that first window, I went for it and didn't know I was old. So my kids were 2, 4, and 6 years old.
So
And then there's your lovely family. How beautiful. Oh, right. So clearly you're doing something right because you look amazing and you have a secret. Your book, Vibrant Living, was recently released. And you have this philosophy, Vibrant Living. What is it? Tell us about it. How do we get to look like you?
So Vibrant Living really, the whole approach is taking out the mystery of what it is to be healthy. It's a really back to basics approach to leading a healthy life. It's about feeling strong and being sexy and learning how to move your body and gaining a lot of energy. And you do this by, again, back to basics, drinking a lot of water, eating real food, moving your body every day, and being good to others.
I love the positivity and all of that approach. And you said moving your body, right? So moving your body, let's talk about that. You have a cheer body workout. And this is the thing that's going to help all of us lose a dress size. Right. So I'm excited. Are you excited, audience, or what? Let's get started and see how it works, shall we? So let's cue some music.
A little bit of music.
You're going to take us through some moves.
We are going to do some side pushes first. For any age. Any age. I have never belonged to a gym. Put on the music. Start moving.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We're going to do some side pushes.
Okay, so we're just pushing side to side.
Yep, and then we're going to do it. So side, side, push.
Oh, double push. Okay.
Side, side, push, push. Bring it up. Side, side, push, push.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel my glutes going.
And if you have good posture, core. Absolutely, lots of core.
And we're having fun.
Oh yeah.
Siggy, how you doing over there? I think I'm off feet. All right.
Now we're gonna do the big circles. Circle around. These are hip circles.
Oh.
Again, good posture.
This is the part of the Vibrant Living where you're saying to feel sexy, right?
You learn how to move your body and enjoy it. Absolutely. Who doesn't want that? All right, let's go full. 1, 2, 3,
and take
4.
it out.
That's fun.
Oh, I'm reliving all the years I never got to be a cheerleader right now. Oh, it's happening right here live. Your husband is dying right now. Siggy watching this.
The good news about these moves is you can do these moves on the beach.
Let's do the next move.
Big, nice big circles around the world. Circles.
Oh, and you got a little hop going here, so we're getting a good
Yes, you always want to get that heart rate up.
Heart rate is going up. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Fabulous. Siggy is having a wardrobe malfunction over there.
It happens, but you just keep smiling and having fun.
Having fun.
We're going to move into some sexy squats.
Okay, next move.
Sexy
squat. Okay.
And we're going to go down.
Every day you get to do an exercise move called sexy squat.
So we're going to go down, and the hand follows, and down the other hand.
Okay.
And when we get on this time, we circle around and circle back around. And then we get on the other side. That's right.
Yeah.
The other side.
You got it.
Shoulders back. Circle around.
Look at her.
And circle around. Come on, girl.
So can we put them all together?
Wait. I think so.
Let's put them all together and do a little routine. Fast, yeah?
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3.
Double push.
5, 6, 7. Circles. Circles.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
5, 6. Round the world.
Do you think I can make it as a cheerleader?
Absolutely.
For me? I'm having so much fun. Oh, Siggy, are you having fun? You look great over there. Next move. And one.
Did we do these?
We did that already.
Let's do it again.
Let's keep dancing.
Then down into sexy squats. Ready? Begin.
So much. This has been so much fun for everyone that wants to see these moves. Let's keep dancing. Go to Maria.com. Mommy's book, Vibrant Living, is in stores and online, and everyone in our audience is going home with a copy. So a little earlier, we showed you this photo of a turtle crashing a beach wedding, and we asked, what were they thinking? So stay tuned. The winning caption is coming up next. Stay with us. Let's keep dancing. Oh, yeah. You got it, girl. I like this. Oh, yeah.
Hey there, welcome back, everybody. Now, earlier on in the show, we showed you a picture of this uninvited wedding crasher, and we asked you to tell us what were they thinking. Well, we were actually flooded by responses, but here's our favorite. We had to narrow it down to one. Wendy on Facebook captioned this, quote, "Whoops, wrong turn. I thought I was crashing the Kim Ye wedding."
That was good. That was good.
It was a slow wrong turn, apparently. With the
I had one. Do you want to hear what mine was? Mine was, are there any doctors in the house? I'm about to give birth. Is that funny? Did you like that one?
I like that one. You know, interesting enough, I think that Kim Ye are going to renew their vows every year. Bet you next year he gets that turtle to come to they're bringing that turtle to their renewing their vow ceremony.
So far, everything that you've predicted, like you said, has come true. So I guarantee that that's actually going to happen.
She's like the psychic matchmaker relationship expert person.
Absolutely.
It's
It's been such a pleasure having you. That is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much to the amazing Siggy Flicker for being here.